Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, gave the defender the business. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really manageable.
To do that.
That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
Spins away from the defense.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Roberts. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football.
Oh, you do.
Gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Great protection there, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Damn.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at 26.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Fafita. Pocket starts to collapse. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
No.
Here comes the offense on 1st down.
Why you even ask that, Mike?
And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He tries to take the top off.
Come on.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass.
Brother.
He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense. Staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous
crazy,
play,
bro.
so they try to take another one, but give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
The give to the back.
Lagging.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game. Here we go, set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it out
Drop
quickly.
that shit.
3rd
I just
down
did that.
conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage. coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets.
They don't even juke.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
I'm lagging. Yeah, I ain't complaining. Like, I don't even know how to kick a field goal on this bitch.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what?
This
Don't
shit's
leave
so
it up
terrible.
to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just
Nigga, I did
got
move
to
the
be
stick.
able to
He didn't
execute
move. That's the thing.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Martin. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those
Not
zones
really.
are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone
Make him mad
against such
so he
smart
can delete
players
this game, right?
nowadays.
Looking to pass, it's Retzlaff. Firing to the right, complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half.
I know, nigga.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This
See,
is obviously
you
not a
finna get
great
this nigga
start for
started,
this
bro.
quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They they've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of. Get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea.
Oh, my
Maybe
God.
move some guys.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's taking the shot. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
The give to the back.
Oh my gosh.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short.
Oh my gosh, I'm
And
lagging.
it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Arizona. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Oh shit.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like,
Nigga, what the fuck? This nigga ain't game chat.
touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
I mean, I guess.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Finds his big tight end. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. So the first comes to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Pressed A.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Now they're going to throw it.
Lagging. Oh my gosh.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He turns that loose down the right side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
It's not the end of the road. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle. No big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Adjustments. Oh my gosh.
Back to pass. It's Fafita. Feeling some heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Conley. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's looking to throw it. He's going for the big play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up
lagging,
for a great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
How am I cheating?
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They'll leave it with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Cougars. They take the lead with the 6.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. To throw.
Oh, I'm lagging. Oh my
some heat.
gosh.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack.
Crazy.
The two-point try.
I seen you flop and I was throwing it to him. That shit crazy.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. Strikes the blow. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what?
This nigga Brand is hilarious. Mike at? Where Mike? Where is Mike? I hope he was watching the stream. I hope this nigga was watching the stream. I hope this nigga this nigga here, bro. Nah. Yeah, Mike. Mike. Mike, was I blitzing? I was lagging though. I was lagging. Oh my god. How I'm cheating. How is that cheating? I don't even play this guy. I don't even know how to kick a field goal. Man. Yes, you can, bro. If anything, if you was playing the line, I would have had a running back blocking. I said, please tell me Mike in this bitch. You disconnect. I was like, no way. This nigga here, bro. That nigga funny, bro. And the thing, he was talking shit too. A W. Yeah. I only thrown one pick six. And he didn't. See, bro. Nigga, you don't know how to. You talking about, I know how to adjust. I know how to adjust. Nigga, I was spiking in that bitch. And you. Bro, you got it, bro. You got it, bro. You got it. I was still spiking on the line. Still, I couldn't do my adjustments. Still. So. Nigga. Pretty much. You see it. You see it. You see it.